There are some celebrity moments that feel completely different from the usual red carpets, flashing cameras, designer gowns, and packed events. And this is one of those moments. Because instead of seeing Rihanna surrounded by a huge production, a glamorous event, or a room full of cameras, we're getting something much more personal, much more relaxed, and honestly, much more heartwarming. Rihanna is back in Barbados, spending time with her children, enjoying the outdoors, and embracing the kind of simple family moment that money and fame just can't manufacture. And somehow, in the middle of all that superstar energy, she looks completely at home. This is Rihanna, the global superstar, the business mogul, the fashion icon, the woman whose every outfit can become a headline overnight. But here, she's simply mom. And that difference is exactly what makes these pictures so special. The photos show Rihanna enjoying time with her adorable little ones during a relaxed family outing in Barbados. No extravagant red carpet, no elaborate celebrity event, no over-the-top styling. Just Rihanna, her children, the beautiful island atmosphere, fresh coconuts, and those little everyday moments that parents know can become some of the most precious memories. And if you look closely at the photos, there's something really beautiful about the whole scene. Rihanna is dressed in an oversized charcoal gray, off-the-shoulder draped dress with brown sneakers, a gold choker, natural curls, and minimal accessories. It's casual, it's comfortable, and somehow it still looks unmistakably Rihanna. Because let's be honest, Rihanna could probably throw on an oversized dress, sneakers, and a necklace, walk outside for 5 minutes, and somehow turn a regular family afternoon into a fashion moment. But this time, the clothes almost feel secondary. The real story is the family. The little ones are right there enjoying the day, exploring their surroundings, and soaking up the kind of tropical environment that Rihanna herself grew up around. And that part matters, because when Rihanna returns to Barbados, this isn't just another vacation destination. This is home. This is the place connected to her childhood, her beginnings, her memories, and the person she was long before the world knew her as Rihanna. Now, she gets to experience that environment with her own children. And there's something incredibly emotional about that. Think about it for a second. A woman who grew up dreaming about a bigger life eventually became one of the biggest stars on the planet, built multiple successful businesses, performed on some of the world's biggest stages, and became a global cultural icon. And now, years later, she can sit outside in Barbados with her children and share something as simple as fresh coconut water. That kind of full circle moment is hard to ignore. The photos capture Rihanna looking relaxed and comfortable while her children take in the experience around them. And honestly, that's the kind of celebrity content fans seem to love the most. Because we already know Rihanna can give us glamour. She can give us fashion, she can give us red carpet drama, she can give us a major performance, she can give us a viral moment without even trying. But seeing her simply be present with her kids gives fans a completely different side of her. It feels real, and perhaps that's why these images stand out. There's no need for a complicated storyline, no need to manufacture drama, no need to create a huge spectacle. The beauty is in the simplicity. Rihanna sitting with her little one, helping with the coconut, smiling, looking over at her children, and enjoying the surroundings. Those are the moments that parents remember, not necessarily the big parties, not necessarily the expensive gifts. Sometimes it's the random afternoon, the funny little expression, the snack, the drink, the time spent sitting outside, the sound of children playing nearby. Those ordinary moments can become the memories that mean the most years later. And Rihanna appears to be embracing exactly that kind of experience. There's also something especially charming about the coconut moment. Fresh coconut water is such a natural part of a tropical island experience, and seeing Rihanna share that experience with her children makes the whole outing feel incredibly connected to Barbados. It isn't some carefully staged luxury experience. It feels like an authentic island day. And that's probably one of the reasons these pictures have such a warm feeling. You can almost imagine the atmosphere, the greenery, the tropical air, the sounds around them, the family members nearby, the children moving around, and Rihanna, dressed comfortably, just enjoying the day. It's a completely different energy from the Rihanna we normally see in Hollywood. And that contrast is beautiful because celebrity life can be incredibly intense. There are cameras everywhere, there are constant headlines, every little expression can become a story. But when someone returns home, sometimes they can simply breathe. They can reconnect with family. They can let their guard down. And Barbados seems to give Rihanna that kind of space. You can see it in the way she carries herself. There's a sense of ease. Her natural curls are loose, her makeup is understated, and the whole look feels designed around comfort rather than attention. Even the sneakers tell you everything. She's ready to move around. She's ready to be with the kids. She isn't dressing for a runway. She's dressing for real life. And yet, because this is Rihanna, people are naturally going to notice the fashion. That oversized charcoal gray dress is relaxed, dramatic, and effortless all at the same time. The off-the-shoulder design adds a little edge. The gold choker gives the outfit a subtle, polished touch. The brown sneakers keep everything grounded, and those red nails add that tiny pop of Rihanna energy. It's minimal, but it still feels intentional. That's one thing Rihanna has always understood. Sometimes, the most memorable look is the one that doesn't look like you tried too hard. And this outfit is basically that philosophy in action. But beyond the outfit, fans are naturally paying attention to the children, and the little ones appear completely comfortable in the family setting. There's something incredibly sweet about watching kids experience things for the first time, or simply enjoying familiar surroundings without worrying about how the moment looks to anyone else. Children don't care about being perfectly posed. They don't care about having the perfect expression. They're just living in the moment. And that makes these family photos feel even more genuine. One minute, a child is curious about the coconut. The next, they're looking somewhere else. Then they're distracted. Then they're back with mom. That's real family life. And Rihanna seems completely comfortable in it. She isn't trying to make every moment picture perfect. She's simply participating. And that's a beautiful thing to see. Because motherhood has clearly added another dimension to Rihanna's public image. For years, fans knew her as the fearless performer, the confident fashion icon, and the woman who could walk into any room and command attention. But becoming a mother has allowed people to see a softer side, a more patient side, a more protective side, a side that doesn't need the spotlight. And these Barbados moments capture that beautifully. There's a particular kind of happiness that comes from watching your children experience something connected to your own childhood. Imagine growing up in Barbados, carrying those memories with you, then eventually becoming a mother and bringing your own children back to experience the island. That's bigger than a vacation. That's a piece of your story being passed to the next generation. And that's what makes this feel more than just another celebrity photo set. It's about roots, it's about family, it's about identity, and it's about remembering where you came from. Rihanna has built a life that stretches across the world. Her music has reached millions. Her businesses have become global brands. Her fashion choices are discussed everywhere. Her performances have become major cultural moments. But no matter how big her career becomes, Barbados remains connected to her story. And now, her children get to become part of that story too. That is honestly pretty powerful. And there's another detail that makes these images especially interesting. Rihanna doesn't look like she's trying to create a celebrity moment. In fact, she almost looks like someone who just happens to be famous while enjoying a normal day with her family. That distinction matters because when people see celebrities in perfectly styled environments all the time, it can sometimes become difficult to remember that they also have ordinary lives. They get tired, they laugh, they eat, they spend time with their children, they sit outside, they enjoy the weather, they have family traditions, and they make memories. These photos remind fans that behind the superstar image, there's still a person who values those simple moments. And maybe that's why the Rihanna and Barbados connection continues to resonate so strongly. It represents a place where she can reconnect with something that existed before the fame, before the headlines, before the businesses, before the enormous global spotlight. It's home. And there's something comforting about watching someone return to a place that still feels familiar after their life has changed so dramatically. The Rihanna we see today has lived an extraordinary life, but the island girl from Barbados is still part of her. And now she gets to introduce that part of herself to her children. That's the beautiful thing about family. You don't just pass down photographs, you pass down experiences, you pass down stories, you pass down places, you pass down traditions, and sometimes you simply pass down the feeling of being home. That's what these photos seem to capture. Not perfection, not celebrity spectacle, home. And then there's Rihanna herself. She looks happy, she looks relaxed, and perhaps most importantly, she looks present. In a world where everyone is constantly looking at a phone, thinking about the next appointment, the next event, the next deadline, being truly present with your children is priceless. Those little moments go by quickly. One day they're babies, then they're toddlers, then they're running around, then they're going to school, and suddenly you wonder where the time went. So when we see Rihanna taking time to simply enjoy the day with her children, there's a relatable quality to it. Even though her life is completely different from the average person's life, that part is universal. Parents everywhere understand it. The desire to slow down, to spend time together, to make memories, to let the kids have fun, and to enjoy the little things. That's why this isn't really about Rihanna's outfit. It isn't really about the sneakers. It isn't even about the celebrity factor. It's about a mother enjoying a day with her children in a place that means something deeply personal to her. And honestly, those are the moments worth remembering. Of course, because Rihanna is Rihanna, fans are going to notice every little detail. The natural curls, the gold necklace, the red nails, the oversized dress, the sneakers, the relaxed expression, the tropical setting, the coconuts. Everything becomes part of the visual story. But the biggest takeaway is much simpler. Rihanna appears to be enjoying motherhood, family, and home, and she doesn't need anything more than that. There's no giant stage here, no dramatic entrance, no flashing lights, just family. And sometimes that's the most glamorous thing of all. Because real luxury isn't always about expensive clothes or exclusive destinations. Sometimes luxury is having time with the people you love, time in a place that feels like home, time to watch your children discover something new, time to laugh, time to sit outside, time to enjoy a fresh coconut on a beautiful Caribbean day. And Rihanna seems to be embracing exactly that. For fans who have followed her journey for years, seeing this side of her can feel especially meaningful. They watched her grow from a young artist from Barbados into a worldwide superstar. They watched her evolve musically. They watched her become a fashion icon. They watched her build an empire. And now they're watching another chapter unfold, the family chapter, the motherhood chapter, the homecoming chapter. And it's arguably one of the most personal chapters yet. Because this time, the story isn't only about Rihanna. It's about the family she's building. It's about the children who will grow up knowing that Barbados is part of their heritage. And it's about the memories they'll eventually carry with them. One day, these children may look back at these photos. They may see their mother sitting outside with them. They may see the coconuts. They may see the greenery. They may remember the feeling of being surrounded by family. And they may realize just how special those seemingly ordinary days really were. That's the beauty of photographs. They freeze moments that otherwise disappear. And these particular moments feel incredibly warm. Rihanna, relaxed in Barbados, her children beside her, family nearby, a tropical backdrop, fresh coconut water, and a mother simply enjoying the day. No matter how famous you become, those kinds of memories are priceless. And perhaps that's the real story here. Not Rihanna the superstar, not Rihanna the billionaire businesswoman, not Rihanna the fashion icon, just Rihanna, the daughter of Barbados, now creating memories with her own children in the place that helped shape her. And honestly, there's something incredibly beautiful about that. because success can take you all over the world, but home is still home. And no matter how far you go, there are certain places that always have a piece of your heart. For Rihanna, Barbados appears to be one of those places, and now she gets to share that piece of her heart with the next generation. So, while the internet may focus on the dress, the sneakers, the jewelry, or every adorable expression from the kids, the bigger picture is much sweeter. It's a family enjoying time together. It's a mother creating memories. It's children experiencing a little piece of their family's roots. And it's Rihanna showing fans a side of her life that feels much more intimate than the usual celebrity spotlight. Sometimes, the biggest moments in life don't happen on a stage. They happen sitting outside. They happen with your children beside you. They happen over a coconut. They happen in your hometown. And sometimes, they simply happen when no one is trying to make them special. They just are. And this Barbados Family Day feels exactly like that. A simple moment, a beautiful place, a mother and her children, and memories that years from now may mean more than any headline ever could. So, while the internet may focus on the